Hello, this video will be a brief introduction to online programming exercises. Before we begin, let us review the roles in an online programming exercise. The driver is responsible for making changes to the code. The navigator is responsible for making decisions about what to do next. The researcher accesses external resources that may be helpful to the team, and the project manager is responsible for encouraging everyone to participate, and also for reporting various milestones as the group reaches them. For your online programming exercise, you will be using Cloud9, a cloud-based IDE that lets you write, run, and debug your code collaboratively. There are four main parts to the Cloud9 interface. The navigation area is where you can navigate between different files which are part of your projects. The code and test window shows the source code of the current project. This is where you can make changes to the tests and/or code. Cloud9 allows everyone in the session to make changes to the code. However, during online programming exercises, changes should only be made by the team member in the driver role. You will have to work together with your team members to coordinate to make sure that the driver is the one making changes to the code. Remember, the roles will rotate, so different team members will have the opportunity to be the driver throughout the session. The terminal window provides a command line where you can execute your code, and the chat is how you will be communicating with other members of your online programming exercise. You'll also be receiving messages from the bot throughout the session. Now we will demo some of the interactions of an online programming exercise. Your exercise will start out with a description of the task. You'll also be giving some scaffolding code, as well as an example unit test. At the beginning of the session, the team members will take a few minutes to get to know each other and take a few minutes to read the description of the task. The bot will tell you who is starting which role. To begin, the navigator should start by leading a discussion of how to begin solving the problem. Remember, the online programming exercises work best when using test-driven development, so the first step should be to write a failing test. Once the navigator feels that the group has reached a consensus on the failing test that they should write, they should instruct the driver to begin writing that test. No one should write any code until this happens. At some point, the bot will let you know that it's time to rotate roles. The default rotation is that the navigator becomes the driver becomes the researcher becomes the project manager, and the project manager becomes the new navigator. Once a new person assumes the role of navigator, they resume the discussion of what to do next. If there are failing tests, they decide how to write code to make them pass, and if the tests are passing, they decide what is the next test that should be written. Your online programming exercise will be finished when you either complete the task or run out of time. You will turn in what you have accomplished, and you will have completed your online programming exercise.